As a guy who spent his whole life with bad habits, I'm making a claim of addiction doesn't exist. And once you finish watching this video, you're gonna think the same too. I'm able to make this claim because it's just an habit. Whether it's playing guitar or learning how to smoke, it's just a habit of implementation. And I'll make this example to visualize so you can understand better. There's a guy who wants to learn guitar, and this thing represents the actions that he has to put in. If he puts the actions, he's basically gonna become Kurt Cobain. But this isn't a normal area to pass. This is a fire, which that means if he has to learn guitar, he has to burn his skin alive. He has to basically interrupt his life to add something new. Maybe his hand's gonna bleed, he's gonna be in pain for a temporary moment. But eventually he will pass, adapt a habit, then voila, there's no fire to pass anymore. And society calls this good habits. But in bad habits like smoking, you are already in this fire, burning your skin alive and trying to find your way out. But unfortunately, this guy bashes that into an existent wall called excuses. But as you can see, this guy doesn't have a wall like that because he doesn't need to think about learning the guitar. He has to just put in the actions and do it. But in bad habits, since we have so many propaganda coming from anywhere, whether it's Pornhub, tobacco companies, addiction gurus, clinics, anywhere, they're just saying, oh, you're hijacked, you don't know what to do, you're out of control, you're a slave, you're this, you're that. No, it's your personal choice. You just have to remember that. And if you hold this thought into your mind, basically you could masturbate 20 times a day, you could smoke 10 packs a day. It literally doesn't matter. You will become bulletproof. But of course, don't do that because it's too much. But if you want to do, go ahead. Who's holding you back? And to really adopt this bulletproof mindset, we have to adjust our beliefs. And beliefs in nature form in two ways. The first one is emotion, which we have limbic dominancy in our brain, so it's 99%. The second one is logical, which is 1%, since we have limbic dominancy again. And let me give a smoking example. Let's say you're stressed and you want to smoke. Basically, that means you want to suppress the pain you got, so you avoided pain, the first P. And let's say you wanted to masturbate. You go to your toilet and you open some weird woman with weird man and they're doing something. This is pleasure. Basically, you want to seek pleasure in your life and you want to avoid pain. Whatever you're doing, human beings are hardwired to this. So now you understand everything you need and you're wondering how to adopt this bulletproof mindset. Well, I'm gonna write quit here, but if you want to continue whatever you're doing, basically just replace with the word that, let's say reducement or increasement. The process will be the same. That's why I write quit, and because I'm preaching people to quit. You have to observe. Observement means basically becoming a 5-year-old and scientist in your own words and picking the thoughts in your mind and scrutinize them. You will critique yourself, and after that you will be dedicated to implement your own action. Critique means basically you're judging your own thoughts. Let's say you have a crazy desire to drink coffee. You're the type of guy who goes to Starbucks every single day, drinks 2 to 4 coffees every day, and you decided you want to quit. And right now you're having a huge craving and don't know what to do. So in this case, basically, you have to confront the enemy. And the enemy is basically the thought you got. And if you avoid it, you will become stronger and stronger. So you fell to cravings eventually and call, I'm hijacked. No, you're not hijacked. You're basically your brain trying to seek something pleasurable. Or you're trying to avoid pain with the coffee, who knows? But your brain is trying to do something useful. That's why you're having this massive cravings when you're quitting something. If you find it useless, you're never gonna have them. It's that pretty simple. That's why I could quit any addiction in this world. I could literally inject drugs in my body right now. It won't be matter. It won't literally be matter. Maybe I'm gonna feel shit 1 to 2 days because of course it's drugs. But I could pass that. And you could pass that with this method too. Now you have the blueprint. So now you know every knowledge you need to become bulletproof in this situation. And if you need my help, there's a link in the description. Book a call with me so we can handle the situation together. This is I2, and I know you're gonna make it.